Help Worldie get Asim Tanvir to unblock him.
What's up fellow Worldie gamers, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to discuss about are Konami doing an oopsie. We're going to find out about everything in today's video, so smash like and subscribe, and don't forget to share this video, turn on post notification bell, and let's just dive into the video, okay? So I think if most of you guys, if you follow Konami official PES, Konami and other popular Konami employees on Twitter, any other social media networks, you'd definitely be aware by now that a very very popular worker of Konami, who is called Asim Tanvir, if I'm not sure, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but his name should be Asim Tanvir. And this guy, since PES 2015 or 16, I'm not really quite sure, he has been working with Konami as their brand ambassador, and the guy who mainly communicated with the fans and listened to the fans, and even in a lot of Konami's conferences and stuff like that, he was the one who usually interacted with the fans, broke down the news. I know there's also Adam Batty, but also Tanvir was actually a very great guy, and he actually was more like the channel between the medium of communication between the fans. Konami, if you're watching this video, I know you do watch. If you give me any of those gifts, I promise I will definitely give your game 10-star reviews out of 5, okay? Just ship or mail those things to me, those gifts to me. I'll definitely rate your game 100 out of 10. Thank you. He actually was more like the channel between the medium of communication between the fans and the company. So actually, just yesterday, he published on Twitter, he tweeted out tweets saying that he had actually filed resignation to the company, and he was wishing the company its best in its future endeavors, and saying the company actually granted him his release. So, you know, in his tweets, he actually gives a cryptic message about how he feels like he's done all he can for the company, and because of the company's direction, it seems as if he does not listen to the fans, but he listens to the fans. He listened to the fans, but because of the company structure, things he as well wanted to be done were not done. So he eventually ended up filing for his resignation, and he's still going to continue being part of the gaming world, but he's going to maybe do something else or get employed by another company or something. And you know, this has actually sparked a lot of talking points between the PES community, because Asim was really he was really respected by a lot of people, despite the fact that he blocked me on Twitter for ranting too much about the game. But anyways, he was really respected by a lot of people, and a lot of people believe that he was one of those people who wanted the best out of the product, because he has been a very long time fan of Konami, and him working for the company was like a dream come true. But it all went wrong because of Konami and their lack of communication skills, them pushing a certain agenda that the fans do not want, and Konami don't listen. They don't embrace what the fans want. They're that typical corporate company which has its own idea, and it just tries to shove it down our throats and does not listen at all. So I think this is what really pissed off Asim, and he was like, you know what guys, I don't want people to continue hating me, because ever since PES 19 got released, he has been receiving a lot of heat. Like, so many times he got tagged by people ranting about the game. So I think maybe he was like, enough is enough, I'm gonna just resign. And this also shows us maybe there was a conflict of interest. Maybe he wanted the company to go in a certain way. Maybe he wanted the company to go in a certain way or direction in which the company were not willing to go to. You know, for example, we've seen so many mistakes over the past years, man, with Konami. I'm not sure what's wrong with the company. They just don't know exactly what their fans want and what they have to do to please their fans. You know, they're trying so many things, and mainly because of microtransactions, featured players. They've ruined the game, and Konami know that, but they don't care because all they want is the money. They know people are gonna buy tokens, buy coins, and you buy coins using your money. And you know, with the introduction of Konami's mobile gaming universe, the company is really taking a different direction, especially when the mobile industry started booming. The company has been developing console games that have really sucked. And I'm not sure, to be honest, but this actually makes me very scared of PES 2020, because at the back of my head there's this mindset, this notion, like, what if Tanvir, right, Asim, saw the direction of PES 2020 and he was like, know what, I'm gonna leave this company because I just can't have people hating me when I'm not the one who's in a position to influence this garbage outcome that's happening. So maybe it really scares me, because if he's a very passionate Konami fan, him resigning shows that he was not fired, he resigned. And that shows you that something was really wrong and something is happening with the company. And I hope it's nothing that has to do with PES 2020, because if PES 2020 is bad, then that will be the death of Konami, trust me. Because this year alone, Konami have got so much heat, attention and stuff that people just don't want anything to do with the game. And they're giving the company the benefit of the doubt in PES 2020. So many streamers are like, waiting for PES 2020. We hope to see good things happen in PES 2020. And Konami have been silent about the game. So we don't really know exactly what's happening at the company. But I hope it has nothing to do with PES 2020. But this is actually a very worrisome scenario right there, because Asim was a very great guy, and of course he blocked me on Twitter because maybe I was being a douchebag. But guys, you have to understand me. At times, since he was more like the marketing brand ambassador, at times, when the game acts crappy, you just can't help it, man. But just try to get to the guy, the guy who deals with the communication, and tag him on his personal account and like, dude, are you seeing what the game is doing, because you'll be frustrated at that time. So I wish Asim all the best in his future endeavors, whatever he's going to do next. I hope it's going to be a success, and I thank him so much for all the effort he put in PES, because even if the game is bad, they've done some good things, to be honest. They actually brought a different system in my club with the feature players and stuff like that. The idea behind it was great, but the implementation was wrong. And PES 19 and PES 18 have been very good games, idea-wise, but the implementation has been wrong, especially with PES 19. The gameplay online has been broken and poor. So I hope Konami are gonna really do something, and they're gonna bring in a different brand ambassador and someone who is great at communicating with the company and the fans as well, so that we have what we want. So guys, leave your comments down below and tell me what you think about this whole situation, whether you think Asim leaving is a bad thing for the company, or it shows that PES 2020 might be in turmoil. Just tell me what you think about the whole situation. So leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and take care and see you in the next video. Cheers.
Definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted. Good ball. He's got away. Time to deliver. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they? He's made sure that won't get through. Celso. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out. It's Cliver. Great ball, and now the shot. The shot's on! They've done it! They have stolen level at the last! Cambridge are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we